today we are practicing recalls with Winnie.
Good, Winnie.
And so what we're going to do is, I want you to grab 8 to 10 pieces of high value treat or dry kibble, whatever Winnie will eat. You're going to get in a hallway, so we have the baby gate up here and the gate up there. Find a nice quiet spot in your house that you can go back and forth in the room. So a hallway or an open room. And all you're going to do is say the word here. You can call her name if you want to get her attention, but here, and then when she comes towards you, toss the treat behind you, run to the other side of the room, say here while she's eating, and here. Good. Then run to the other side of the room, say the word. She comes, she gets a treat. Run to the other side of the room, you say the word. Good. So that is step 1 in teaching recalls, and that's what you're looking for. See that muscle memory where she just automatically came back to Shannon? That's what you're looking for. You're building up the positive association between the word here and a treat. Good. And this is all fun and games, right? Good. We'll do one more, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to do a different session next time. So if you could do that once a day, you're going to say the word here. When she comes to you, give her a treat, throw the word behind you, go to the next spot, throw the treat behind you, and start building up that positive association. Session 2 on recalls today. This is another thing you can start doing when Winnie gets really good. You say the command.
Winnie, here.
Hold on. When she comes to you, have her sit. See how she went behind Shannon? Because that's what we were playing before. But now we're going to change the rules a little bit. Now we want her to sit in front of us. And we're actually going to start touching her collar. Toss the food this way. So give the command. What do you want her to do?
Winnie, here.
We want her to sit. You're going to touch that collar. Then you're going to give her that treat. Then you're going to say, okay. Toss the treat away again. That's right. When she's eating, you're going to, all done, say,
Winnie, here.
Good. Sit. Touch the collar. There you go. Touch the collar. And then release. So I'm going to go in a little bit tighter on Shannon. What I want you to see is that how Shannon's body changes. As Winnie's coming towards her, she's going to like bend down to entice her and then stand up. She's like, air conditioning, and give the verbal command. She's going to touch that collar because if Winnie were to get out, we want to make sure that you reaching down to touch that collar, which is notoriously associated with something dogs don't like being taken into the house, taken into the vet, whatever it is. But generally when you grab a dog's collar, it's not for a good reason, and they learn that very fast. So we're going to start adding that to the recall so it's part of a good thing.
Winnie, here.
So here, sit, touch the collar. Is she doing it?
Yes.
If the answer is yes, give her a treat.
Yes.
How does she know when she's done? And that's part 2.
Good job, Cookie.
Session 3, we are outside with a leash. So if you notice, Shannon has the martingale leash on. What we want you to remember when you're practicing recalls is when you say the word here, there should be no pressure on the leash, meaning you should not be pulling on the leash if you say here. The only time you pull on that leash is if she doesn't respond to your request for a command. So if you watch Shannon, it's nice and loose. She says here, just like we do inside. Touch that collar, give a treat, and then release, okay. And we're going to walk with her. And we're going to make sure that it isn't pulling. If it does start to pull, just plant your feet, ask her to come to you, and then the leash should automatically loosen up because she's coming towards you. Because remember, your leash is going to become your training tool that communicates with your dog. Pressure or pulling on that leash means your dog is doing something wrong. Release of pressure or no pulling on the leash means your dog is doing everything right. So we don't want to add pressure and then say here, because that's not a choice, right? We're going to wait till she has the choice to come back to us with no pressure. Say the word here. If she doesn't come, then you're going to pull on the leash and say no, and then you're going to repeat the command. So I'm kind of hanging out hoping she messes up a little bit so you can see it, but she's doing good. So there, that was a little bit. So Shannon said here, she was going to come, then she wanted to chase the butterfly. So Shannon said no with a little bit of leash pressure, but repeated what she wants her to do. So again, one more time, we're going to let her get out there. What do you want her to do? Yep. No, she didn't do it. So did you see when I say pressure, did you see there was just a little bit of tightness on that leash? Shannon said no. Here again, when she came up to Shannon, she got reinforced.
Okay. Okay.
Good. So even if she doesn't come on the first time, you have to reinforce her when you say here and she does come to you.
Here.
So nope. There. So nope.
Winnie, here. Yay.
Good. And remember, she's a puppy, so your session should be maybe 8 recalls and then you are done. Do something else. Yeah, that one wasn't the best one, so we want to end on a good one. Watch Shannon's body language again. You have got to be more exciting than the rest of this world. So when you ask your dog to come to you, you better be excited. Good, that was a great one. She goes, and I know she jumped up, but listen, we're worried on recalls right now. The jump up will come with time. We work that as well, but really make sure when she comes to you, after you say here, you got to throw a party. Good job, bud.